Hi, it's Denise Welch here, and it's World Suicide Prevention Day, and I've been asked to do a short message. I myself have lived with major depressive disorder for 32 years now, and I have spoken out about it for about 30 years when nobody else was talking about it. There was a massive stigma around talking about one's mental health. I've seen huge changes in the 30 years I've been speaking out, but we still have a long way to go. Mental illness is very hard to explain to someone who has never experienced it before. And that's why there is so much cynicism around it and bigoted opinions around it. People would never go up to someone who is in bed with cancer or, for example, now with COVID and say, you've had this a month now, you look all right. Why don't you get a pair of trainers on and go out for a nice jog? That will make you feel so much better. You just wouldn't dream of saying that. So even if you've never had cancer or you've never had COVID, you are aware of the seriousness of these and many other conditions. But somehow people think that we are in control of our mental health to the point that we can just snap out of it or pull ourselves together, which I'm sure for many of you watching this video, if you had £1 for every time someone said that, you'd be very, very wealthy. My autobiography in 2011 was actually called Pulling Myself Together for that very reason. But it's about keeping the dialogue open. It's about getting help before it's too late. As many of us know, most people who take their own lives don't want to die. They want to stop the pain, and they see that as their only way out. But there is help out there. It's very hard to access mental health services at the best of time, especially in this sort of post-COVID nightmare that we're all still living with, the backlog being so intense. But there is a lot of help out there. I have been asked to do this video by the North East and North Cumbria Suicide Prevention Network, who themselves are making inroads and working wonders to help those of you who are struggling. So I just want to say my life in between my episodes is great. At the moment, I've had feelings of being overwhelmed, of being sad. I'm looking after my dad who's been in hospital for 4 months. That's very challenging. And at times we thought we were going to lose him. So I was as emotionally traumatized as anybody else. But I haven't actually had an episode since September 2019. Now, that's luck rather than management. I have endogenous depression a lot of the time, so it's not necessarily reactive to a certain situation. So in the good times, in the in-between times, I try to stay as fit and healthy as I can. Obviously, when I'm in an episode, it's hard enough for me to get out of bed and have a shower. But the people around me, I've educated so that they know how to deal with me when I'm like that, which is to make sure I've got people there, if possible, or at the end of a phone, but I may not necessarily want to talk to them until my episode lifts. So I don't need chivying along. But in between my episodes, as I say, I go to the gym. I'm a bit of a fits and starts gym person, but I'm really doing lots of walking, and that really is helping a lot. My diet is so much better than it used to be. I still have the occasional lapse, as we all do, but in the main, my diet is good, so I try to do what I can in between episodes. I also practice self-care. If that means taking myself to bed and watching back-to-back episodes of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and that makes me feel better, then that's exactly what I'll do. Don't look at people's Instagrams and see that everybody is having a better life than you. In the main, they're not. It's all for show. You know, we all have our own problems, and people like to present a different social media view of their lives. But believe me, everybody's going through something. So just remember, reach out. Now, unlike when I was poorly, you've got Google. So if you live in Coventry, for example, and you can't access your NHS mental health services, Google Help with Depression Coventry. All of these different organisations will come up. There's the Samaritans. There's Sane that I'm a patron of. There's Mind. So there is help out there. And you know, it's the in-between times are really worth it. Don't be defined by your illness. So lots and lots and lots of love to you all, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.